we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear your girl. Let me know in the comments. Let me know, let me know, let me know. How's everybody doing on this Thursday? Friday is tomorrow. Yay. Friday came fast. Damn. Came real fast. Okay, yes, loud and clear. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we are back yet again. I was trying to wait to internet sister get off, but I said, let me go on. I didn't push it back enough. So I was like, let me go ahead and bring y'all this story for the evening. How's everybody doing, first of all? Y'all doing all right? She said, did you monetize? I think I did. Let me see. I think I did, but let me see. You know, sometimes I be tripping. All right, I did. I did monetize it. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. And I do have my banner going across the bottom that says everything I said in my mouth is based on my opinion only. And it's allegedly. We ain't trying to defame nobody over here. Nobody at all. Thank you, Kim Charity, for the love. Oh, look at y'all showing your girl some love. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much for showing me some love. I appreciate it. Sonia C and Kimberly C. Appreciate you. She said, I swear Friday came so fast. It did, didn't it? Tomorrow will be Friday. Imagine that. Now, this is not going to be a long live. I don't think so. But I do want to bring this out because, in my opinion, I feel like what we're about to talk about is important. Okay. Now, I am going to ask that the audience be interactive, which means that I'll ask you guys questions and you guys just type your answers below and whatnot. And that's going to make for a very interactive live stream. Okay. So anyway, shout out to my members. Those are the ones that's lit up in green. I see y'all up in here. I see y'all looking all greenery and stuff and chat. Okay, all greenery. I appreciate y'all for the investment. I do, I do. Thank you, that MF. Thank you so very much. So what do we have for us today? The title says, Mama Gifted Hand Braider attacks client over $50, right? And on top of that, we want to talk about price gouging in America. Okay. Now, Mama Gifted Hands, who's heard about this story? Raise your hand if you have heard about this damn story, baby. Tell me if you heard about the African braider in Birmingham, Alabama, attacking an American female over $50. Now, I have a question for you before I show you the video and get more into it. I just have to ask you, have you ever made an appointment with your hairstylist and y'all agreed on a price and then you get there and in the midst or toward the end of them doing your hair, the price change? They say, well, because I put a protein treatment in your hair, or I put, or it was longer than I thought it was going to be, or I trimmed your edges, or I trimmed your split ends, or I had to wash your hair because y'all know these days stylists want you to come with your hair already clean. Some of them anyway, right? But have you ever went to a salon where y'all agreed on the price up front and toward the end, they changed the price on you? Okay, so I'm seeing everybody saying no. Well, one person said all the time. Okay, Sip and Laugh said all the time. It happens to you all the time? All right, so Sip and Laugh, let me ask you this. If it happens to you all the time, do you just pay the money? Or you say, nah, I ain't doing that. Mm-mm. You said it's going to be this amount, and I'm just going to stick to it and pay this amount. Or do you just say, you know what? To keep down confusion, let me just go ahead and just pay the extra. It ain't that big of a deal. She said they tried it, but I put my foot down. Okay, Camille, she said she put her foot down. All right, she said, yeah, I had one tell me that my hair was too thick. Okay. Too thick. Okay, she said, I've seen the Koreans in the nail shop get physical with black women. Yes, the Asian women have gotten physical with black women, some, not all. Well, y'all, let me just run this video and let y'all know what's going on, all right? Because basically, that's what happened. A Birmingham braider by the name of Mama Gifted Hands, and let me go on and put her picture up since she wanted to go viral. I just said that I would help her go viral over here too. All right, that's what we doing. We just helping her go viral because apparently that's what she wanted as well, to go viral. All right. So let me put her photo up. This is Mama Gifted Hands right here. Now, I don't know her real name. I did not look it up. I did not care to look it up. But this is her, and she's on all social media platforms, and she goes by Mama Gifted Hands out of Birmingham, Alabama. Well, let me tell you what this lady did, and I'm going to show you the video. She actually agreed upon a price when a client reached out to her about some I don't even know the name of the braids. Don't bow knots or whatever. Some type of braids. She reached out to. She gave the lady reached out to her and said how much it's going to cost. She said $200. The lady agreed on the price. They set a time and the customer met the appointment. Okay? The customer met the appointment. She went to the appointment. Mama Gifted Ham shop. Okay, boho braids. Okay, thank you. It was boho braids. They agreed on it. They agreed on the price. They did her hair. Upon finishing, she asked for 50 more dollars, saying that I put some human hair in your head. She says, the client says, I didn't ask for no human hair. She's like, well, I know, but I put some human hair in your head, so it's going to be 50 extra dollars. The client says, no, I'm not paying 50 extra dollars. I only agreed to $200. That is what I have on me. That is all I am agreeing to pay. Okay? She said she paid it up front. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. I don't know if she paid it up front. Hold on. Let's look at the text. So the text said, what's the price for a mid, back, and butt length? Mama Gifted Hand replied, $200. The client, okay, when are you available? She said, we have availability today. Mama Gifted Hand says, the client says, I get off at 4. Can I come then? Mama Gifted Hand says, sure, and gave the address. The client says, do I need to do or bring anything else? Mama Gifted Hand says, no. Can you bring cash, please? The client says, okay, I will grab cash. See you soon. And then she also replied and said, I'm 10 minutes away. Okay. So I don't know how thorough you can get beyond this. They agreed on a price. They agreed on a time. And she made her way to the shop to get her hair done. They did not agree on extra hair. They did not say anything about the length. She asked, do I need to do or bring anything else? Mama Gifted Hand says, no, you do not. So the young lady went with her $200 cash, thinking that that's all she was going to have to pay. Oh, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. She gets her hair done. And then Mama Gifted Hands want 50 extra dollars. When the client refused to pay her 50 extra dollars, she says, I'm just going to rip the shit out of your head. Okay? Yeah, you heard me. Let's go there. Here's the video, the original video of the young lady named Jessica out of Birmingham, Alabama, that had this horrific experience with an African braiding shop, Mama Gifted Hands, in Birmingham, Alabama. Turn up your volumes because it's about to get wild.
Hey guys, it's story time. So yesterday I stumbled across Mama's Gifted Hands. I reached out to schedule an appointment. They said that I can come the same day, and it was going to be $200 for some medium boho knotless. I jumped on it. So I get there. Hospitality was great. Everything was great, and things quickly changed. When I paid the $200 to them, this happened. I got locked in the building, and I was told that I could not leave, and that the services that I received was.
So she's talking over the video. So I want to stop it here because I want to let y'all know what she's doing. Mama Gifted Hands, the stylist, is physically pulling her hair, as you can see right here, right? She's pulling her hair. You can see she got Mama Gifted Hand and another woman, another stylist, is pulling her hair. You see Mama Gifted hands right here, and then you see there's two other hands on the client's hair. She's pulling her hair while the client is saying, let my hair go. This is after she paid the agreed upon $200, okay? The hairstylist Mama Gifted Hands is saying, no, I put in human hair. Now, I don't know, like, I can't tell what's human hair and what's not human hair, but apparently in this hair, it is pieces of human hair in here, okay? So she's like, no, I gave you human hair. I gave you human hair or whatever. And she said, I didn't ask for that. Y'all know my thing. This happened to me all the time. Let me go back. Hold on. Here you go. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. So she's saying, I put in human hair. And the lady's like, but I did not ask for that. Why I keep doing that? Hold on, y'all. Let me go back. Okay. I'm going to try not to move the mouse. So she's like, I didn't ask for that. I didn't ask for that. She was like, no, well, just pay for the hair. She wanted her to just pay for the human hair. And she's like, ma'am, I did not ask for that. I didn't ask you to put that in my hair. You did that on your own. Okay. So now what's not being said on this video is that the African braiding shop, Mama Gifted Hands, she was there. Another stylist was there. She turned around and called her brother and someone else up to the shop. So now this client is there, locked in the shop. She got locked in the shop. She's getting her hair pulled on, like literally by the root, by this stylist, another stylist, while her brother, the stylist's brother, and another person is there as well. She literally thought that she could be KI'd. You heard me, KI'd over $50. $50 that was not agreed upon. Let's hear the video.
Things great. And things quickly changed. When I paid the $200 to them, this happened. I got locked in the building, and I was told that I could not leave, and that the services that I received was actually $250, which, as you saw in the text messages, she said 200. I even showed her, and she agreed that she said 200, and still tried to demand that I pay 30 to 60 more dollars for the human hair that they put in my head that I never asked for. I was threatened, locked in. I tried to leave. I got pushed back in, and my hair was pulled, as you can see here. They pulled out my real hair while doing this. The police was called, and when they showed up, she started saying that I punched her.
So when the police was called, because they had to call the police because she would not let her go. And you see the lady right here in the blue pants and the white shirt. She's also a stylist in the shop, and she has the client's hair in a tight hold. So you got two females that is pulling and holding on to the hair very tightly. Have the lady head slunched down to one side and saying, you're not going nowhere. Okay, you're not going nowhere. The police had to come. She tried to explain to the police what was going on. She, Mama Gifted Hand actually told the police that the client hit her. And the police had to run back the tape to see that she told a big fat lie. And the police sided with the client and against Mama Gifted Hands. Okay, let's continue to watch.
I never did. So the police ended up watching the cameras, and
No, you ain't doing nothing.
at the end of it, the police even told her they assaulted me. I never punched her. I did try to push past her to get out because I was being held against my will, which is illegal.
You can pay 250 for
You
the
didn't say 250.
okay, I told you just pay for the hair and leave.
Okay.
So yeah, things started out great, but they didn't end so well, as you can see. I would not recommend.
So she's talking to the police, trying to explain what is going on to the police, and the police still sided with the client and also said that Mama Gifted Hands and that other lady right here in the blue assaulted her. I don't know what type of practices they think goes on in the US. I don't know if this shit goes on where, you know, in their countries or whatnot. But this was absolute assault. This was absolute imprisonment. They held her against her will, all for 50 damn dollars. But it goes further than that, you guys. Let's continue.
Mamas gifted hands in Birmingham.
You know,
I fell in love with their work that I saw on TikTok. But if it comes with this,
that's what I thought because I received
I
I
don't even want it.
I like it.
I did
I said, okay,
leave,
if
and
you are, yeah, record me. I said,
she was
if you
still
are,
trying to cut the hair out of my head. But the officer had to tell her repeatedly that she could not
She
touch.
was trying to cut the hair out of the client's head. She literally wanted to cut it out, and the officer had to stop her and say, "No, you can't do that. You cannot cut out her hair. You can't do that. She paid you what you guys agreed on. You can't cut her hair." Okay?
Me. And he stated that he saw the messages and I paid what we agreed upon. It was nothing that could be done.
So now again, I wouldn't know what the human hair looked like versus the non-human hair. So on that one I can't
Told
help
her
you.
they assaulted.
I can't help you on the which parts are human and which parts are not. But I just want you to see these young ladies pull two stylists. Now this is in Birmingham, Alabama, right? Let's go back to the video. I want y'all to see how she's pulling her hair and how the other lady is participating and also pulling her hair very firmly. Let me go back. So the other lady has there's 4 hands on her hair. Four, two sets of hands, 4 hands on her hair. She said, why she hasn't been arrested. I'm not sure about that. I don't know Birmingham, Alabama laws. I don't know what they do in that regard. But y'all, it did not stop there, honey. It did not stop there. Now, you would think that, okay, damn, it stopped there. You know, she got her service, whatever the case may be, but it did not stop there. So a young lady posted on Facebook. Hold on, let me get to it. Let me get to this right here that she posted it on Facebook. Now they are going ham and hard in the paint for this lady and her shop. They want it shut down in Birmingham. I don't know what all they're gonna do to get it shut down, but let me pull this one up right here. And I hope that I did not delete it because Mama Gifted Hands got so mad that she changed her voicemail and she had a few things to say about Americans, okay? So hold on, let me get to the phone call, the voicemail. Hold on. Hold on, let's get to the voice call.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on. Yesterday was easy to get to. Why I can't get to it now? All right, well, I'm gonna keep looking for it, but the phone call, the voice recording basically was, I want you to hear it, but basically Mama Gifted Hands got so angry after this situation that she left a voicemail saying, "You Americans, I don't like any of you. I don't need your money. Keep your money." Here it goes right here. Okay. All right. Listen to this recorded phone call after the incident. All right. Listen up. Listen up because, baby, sometimes you put your foot in your mouth. Okay. You put your foot in your mouth. All right. This is the phone call.
Not care. I do not care. Thank you. I do not care. I do not care for your Americans. I do not care for your hair. You are structural, you are prejudiced, and you're ridiculous. To hell with you all. I will never care about your money. Your money is not needed.
Let's hear it again. Let's hear it again.
Thank you. I do not care. I do not care for your Americans. I do not care for your hair. You are structural, you are prejudiced, and you're ridiculous. To hell with you all. I will never care about your money. Your money is not needed.
Okay. So the girl that called, oh, she recorded herself calling, and I'm pretty sure she did this out of a heat of, she was mad or whatever the case may be, but sometimes you put your foot in your mouth, right? So basically she said, "I don't care for you Americans. I do not care to do your hair. Your money is not needed. And I want to say she said something like you ungrateful and some other things. Okay. Right now, why do I even want to bring this out? Because sometimes when you mad, you say exactly what it is that you really mean. Okay. So now I'm not sure where she's from. I didn't do that much digging to find out what country. And this is not all Africa. I do want to say that because a lot of people like to say African women this, African women that. It is not all Africa. Africa is a whole continent with like 54 different countries. So we're not going to sit here and put this all on Africa because I'm sure all Africa don't feel the way um Mama Gifted Hands feel. But apparently, Mama Gifted Hands was working out of the Birmingham, Alabama area. And I want to show you her page because Mama Gifted Hands have a lot of African American clients. So for her to sit here and pretend that she doesn't need the African American money is just absolutely absurd to me. All right, I'm going to show you her portfolio. This is what she showed on her Instagram and Facebook to get Black African American women into her shop. Majority of these women are African Americans from the Birmingham, Alabama area. Okay. Now, I don't know if all these braids are the same. I don't know. But $200 a pop. Look how many women have come to her to get their hair done. Right? For her to come out of her mouth after the fact, because over 50 goddamn dollars, you would jeopardize your business, good relationships in America for $50. Okay, for $50. Wasn't great customer service, and it wasn't just good business sense at all. Okay, and it wasn't human decency. I don't think that you should grab anybody's hair and hold them against their will. There's always ethical and legal ways to handle things, okay? But apparently she wanted to handle it by pulling on the lady's hair and even tried to cut the lady's hair out of her head in front of the police officers, okay? But she has quite a bit of Black clients, and I'm going to say majority of them are probably African American clients. So they are asking for her shop to be shut the hell down. Okay. This is her, Mama Gifted Hands. They have been leaving all type of reviews, all type of comments. I'm sure they've been blowing up her phone and whatnot. So she is definitely getting drugged through the mud all through social media. TikTok is literally basically after her head and said that they're not going to stop until she is closed down. Okay. Now, I don't know if she's closed down yet, but I do know that a lot of TikTokers are on her head. Okay. And they have a lot to say about the way she treated an African American female. All right. Let's listen to this one.
Wherever Mama Gifted Hands is located, I pray that y'all boycott Mama Gifted Hands for how she did that Black American lady. We have been telling y'all to boycott Africans because at the end of the day, they don't like you, they like your money. And then some people are saying, well, they want something from me and I want something from them. But let me tell you something. It's all about how you treat folks. It's all about how you treat people, if y'all want me to speak proper. But I don't mind you going to anybody as long as they treat you right. You understand? You should be able to go get a service and get treated right. People are nice to you when they're trying to get your money, but when they get your money, they dog you out. My whole thing is the way they went about that situation was totally wrong. They told her 200 over the phone. When she got there, the price changed. Then instead of just letting the girl go, they pushed her back up in the shop and they pulled her hair. I don't think it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I can't speak for all Black Americans if every time I make these kind of videos and posts, y'all say, well, they ain't do me like that. Well, they didn't do me like that. And I hate when y'all do that because at the end of the day, like it go on too much. Like it happens a lot. It happens often. This ain't the
I think she said this ain't the first time and that video went off. And then let's listen to another young lady that was just as outraged about what has happened. Hold on. It's mostly on TikTok, honey. They going in on her on TikTok, baby. They are giving her the business on TikTok. Hold on. That's the young lady that it happened to. Her name is Jessica Monique. It has gotten over 1 million views. Okay, 1 million views, and people are definitely outraged. More on TikTok. Here, listen to this one.
And you would no longer,
Hold on.
mama gifted hands, you would no longer be open as of today. Today. See, y'all was on nurse Vaughn, right? The one that did the black lady. Let's go ahead and put the same pressure on mama gifted hand. Yeah, you know her, the one that the young lady called and wanted to, they did a text. Let me say that, excuse me. Let me rewind that back and give it to you the facts. She said, hey, text message, hey, I want to get my hair some medium and boho braids. How much? She said this, that, and other. She came up with 200. She said, okay, I'll be there at 4. The young lady walked through the door. Oh, they was nice. Customer service was nice. They gave her some wine. Okay. She sat down. She started doing her hair. So when they got finished, she was like, she paid the lady $200. The lady said, oh, no, 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 no. You paid me $50 more. The lady said, no, I paid you what you told me to pay you. They grabbing her hair. They tussling back and forth. 911. Yeah, pull up. So 911 reviewed the tape. Like, ma'am, stop. You can't be doing that to her like this. You said 200. She paid you 200. No, I put human hair in her hair. Oh, I put, no. Like I said, pull out some of her hair. And I hear a lot of people going around on social media, oh, I would have put them hands on. No, 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 no. The way you need to do that, go down there and press charges on her because it was assault. See, when you start hitting these people in their pockets and start closing their doors like y'all did LaCrystal Bond. Let's do Mama gifted hands. Mama gifted hands. Let's shut her down and don't use her no more. Let me see if y'all gonna make a big stink like y'all do that. See, y'all want to do it for a nurse. Let's see if y'all do it for a braider, an African braider. Let's see. I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Mama gifted hands.
Okay, that's one.
Mama gifted hands over there on Center Point Parkway. Birmingham, Alabama, bitch. We on your ass, bitch. We on your ass. We heard you ain't letting nobody up in the shop. Why you don't want to let nobody in there? What, you smooth? You scared? Bitch, you ain't scared when you pulled that lady out. Tell that she ain't want a motherfucking pay. And the lady had paid you, bitch. Now, ho, don't get scared there, bitch. We heard you meet motherfuckers outside. You don't know which way a motherfucker gonna make you run that fade. Bitch. We on you. Day 4. Mama give that hands.
Now she been going in every day. She said day 4. She been going in day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4 on Mama Gifted Hands. Okay.
Why would you risk your business over $50?
$50.
There's a hairstylist out in Birmingham who thought it was a smart idea to put her
$50.
hands on a paying client over a simple pricing miscommunication. By the looks of this video, this client has every right to sue.
Yeah.
That lady left that salon with a bald spot.
Yeah.
All because the hairstylist was dragging her. Even the police showed up and told her, yeah, you can't do that.
You can't, right.
You said via text, the pricing is $200. She showed up and gave you $200. What are we confused about? Now, because of $50, you're about to be sued. You could even be charged. We're talking false imprisonment. Can we even throw extortion in there? I don't know. I just feel like ripping somebody's hair out over $50
Crazy.
has got to be another level of greed. These hair horror stories that you guys be sharing are getting out of control.
Yes.
Hairstylists, y'all need to do something.
Yes.
In this day and age.
This is crazy. One more, y'all.
Hey, y'all. Now, y'all know I got to give a little bit of commentary on this video that I've been seeing.
She talked too slow.
And I would still be whooping that motherfucking African lady ass for pulling out my motherfucking hair after I done paid this bitch. Let me tell y'all something. Women, we need to start carrying because the way I would have aired that motherfucker out.
Okay, she too
Mama
loud.
get the hand in Birmingham, Alabama. Baby, it could be 2026 and we still would have been tussling, boo. Because if you think you finna put me in the full Nelson, pulling my hair and all kind of crazy shit, because you think I owe you an extra $50, y'all got to go watch that video. That hair braider literally pulled this lady hair. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it. She got all of this lady hair in her hands because she changed her price from $200 to $250. Saying, "Oh, you got to pay me the difference." Held the lady hostage in the shop and everything.
Sure did.
I promise you, we could be going into 2026, and we still would have been in that bitch scuffling.
Okay, so a lot of people are saying that they would have fought the lady, but I actually think that the client handled herself very well. She did not fight the lady. She did not put hands on her, but there is a police report, and I do feel that she has a legitimate lawsuit, okay? Because you do not get held against your will. No one is, able to assault you, okay, hold you against your will, assault you. Pulling someone's hair out of their head is absolute assault. So I do feel like that she has a lawsuit coming. Mama Gifted Hands, apparently they said she's not letting nobody into the shop right now, so she's losing money. She's losing money when she could have still been making $200 a wop, but she wanted to be greedy or whatever the case may be, and hold someone, and greedy and violent, and hold someone against their will over a $50 dispute, okay? That apparently that this young lady didn't even ask for the human hair that she put in, all right? But I want to go a little further into this conversation. Y'all know me, right? What is the bigger conversation here? Is not just about an African braiding shop assaults an African American woman. It's a bigger conversation to be had. And I don't know nobody else better to have it but your girl Amora. But your girl Amora. I want to talk about price gouging and community exploitation in America. Why do I want to talk about that? Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to put this out there because I do understand that I have some African or international, I'm going to say it like that, international supporters. All right. And I do appreciate you guys. But honey, if I'm going to tell it, I'm going to tell it all. Okay. Now, y'all know, based on my own experience, I have lived outside of the United States. Okay. I haven't always had short hair. I have not always had short hair, and I have gotten my hair braided in other countries. The prices that they come over here in America and charge are absolutely unheard of anywhere else but America. Even the $200 that was charged in Birmingham, Alabama, that is unheard of anywhere else outside of America. They do not charge these extra, how you say, astronomical prices everywhere else. Okay, if they went to any other country, Dubai AD or whatnot, any Asian countries, any Caribbean countries or islands, anywhere else, even in Europe, anywhere else outside of America, they do not charge these prices. You will not see a $200 to do your hair. You will see more like 30, 40, maybe even 60. And that's including the hair. Yeah, you heard me. That's including the hair. When I was in Dubai, I was growing my hair out. I used to get hair added in my hair to have my twisties and things of that nature. $35 is what I paid. $35. That was to get my hair washed, conditioned, extra hair put in there, twisted up, styled, whatever, for $35. Why am I bringing this up? Because I feel that they know American women will pay it, especially African American women. And I feel that they take advantage of their own brown people. Okay? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right? So, what happens? They get wind. One stylist that's already located in America, they tell them, hey, y'all need to come over to America. Y'all over there working for pennies in all these other countries, right? Y'all working for pennies. You need to come over to America because America, they're going to pay top dollar for their hair. Okay? So I looked it up because I wanted some statistics, and I was right? It says many African and Caribbean stylists in the U.S. charge inflated U.S. prices for styles that cost a fraction of the price overseas. Why is this? One is because African American women make up the largest spending group in the hair and beauty industry. Let me say that again, because I don't know if y'all heard me. African American women make up the largest spending group in hair and beauty products. African Americans. Not nobody else, us. We do. So some stylists come over here and exploit this demand. They inflate prices, they add last minute fees, they do not communicate their charges all the way through. And this is not everybody, this is just some of them. Some. And then they use intimidation tactics when the customer refuses. All right. Now, again, me living abroad gives me direct experience of this. This ain't something that I've heard. This is something that I've experienced. Now, I'm on the African women today, but it's beyond the African women because even the Asian community does it as well with nails. Y'all remember when I told y'all I was stationed in Korea? I used to get a pedi and a mani for $15 total. And that's hand and feet. Hand and feet in other countries. Okay? Hand and feet, $15. To the point where you feel so guilty after paying the large inflated American price that you end up tipping them big because you're like, damn, it's only $15. Well, let me give you $10 for your time. Because we feel so compelled because we're so used to paying so much more. And I did the same thing when I was in Dubai. When she charged me $35, and that's coming to my house and doing it. $35 to pull up to my house and do my hair for $35. I tipped her more because I'm like, damn, that's your time. You had to catch a bus to come over here, right? We feel guilty over in other countries because we feel like we're paying them pennies when that's just the going price everywhere but America. That's just the going price. They come over to America and they take advantage of us. Why? Because they know we're going to spend the money. They know we care about our hair. They know we care about our nails. They know we care about our looks, our makeup. They know we care about our skin. So they exploit us and inflate the prices, not for Becky, not for Sally, not for Susan, but for Black women. For Black women. These stylists come over here and they gouge, they price gouge, inflate the prices, if you don't know what that means, because they know you're going to pay it. They're taking advantage of you. And why is this not a big thing? Because I'm going to tell you why it's not a big thing. No one wants to talk about it because they feel like, oh, we're both Black. They're Black, we're Black, and they don't want to cause a cultural tension. That's what it is. We're Black, our skin is brown, their skin is brown. And if we're talking about the elephant in the room, it's going to look like Black people complaining about Black people. And that is why no one speaks of it. And that is why they continue to have more African shops pop up with these freaking price gouging, overly inflated prices. Okay? It says there is a growing tension between African American women and African Caribbean stylists. The pattern people talk about overcharging African American women specifically. It said that they're strict, they're rude or dismissive in customer service. They will pull out a surprise fee on your ass. They will blame the client for the stylist's mistake. Sometimes the stylists don't even show up on time. They have their kids there. They're speaking in other languages. We don't know if they're dogging us out or not. Sometimes they're rough in handling our hair. And then they have this really bad thing about trying to intimidate you when a dispute arises. Okay? Again, this is not about attacking Africans or the Caribbean people. This is about calling out this effed up business practice that's only targeted toward our community, the African American women. Okay? This conversation needs to be had. Absolutely. No one wants to have it simply because, oh, it's just black on black argument. It's just black on black talk. No. I know I can't fix this. I know my live stream is not going to change anything, right? Well, I'm not going to say it's going to change everything, right? But if you're not being treated with good customer service, if you're not, have the same getting treated with the same business practice as they would treat someone else, then do not use their services. Stop allowing them to disrespect you, be rude to you. They take long breaks sometimes and go eat or whatever. Why? Because they know you're going to sit there and wait. They know you're going to pay, and then you're going to sit and wait while they do everything else under the sun, right? This happens to our community, and we are quiet about it. We don't say anything. Now, let's continue, okay? Now, I said, why does this happen? Why do they increase their price, overcharge, rough handle, or intimidate the African American women? It says they see African American women as big spenders. And that's a stereotype in every country outside of the United States. I want you guys to know. They think that y'all just spend money frivolously. Just throw your damn money away. Yeah, that's what they think about us American women. We just throw our damn money away. We just spend our money on anything. We like expensive ass clothes, expensive this, expensive that. So they see African Americans as big spenders. Yeah, big spenders have unlimited amount of money, right? Now the US dollars, it does convert extremely high in other countries, which means even overseas, if it's $20, it may be looked at more in that other country. So we think, oh, it's just $20, but they looking at that $20, they looking at it like, oh, that's like $200 over here or $300 over here. And we're looking at it like it's just $20. But the reason why they charge you these $300 and $400 and $500 prices here in America, they do it because they feel like African American women will not complain. Why? Because they care so much about their hair, their nails, their skin, their products. So they automatically come over here and they inflate the prices because they assume you got it and you gonna pay it. And you won't even ask no questions about it. That creates a foundation for price gouging. And if you don't think they're talking to each other, then you're crazy, because they are. Because they are. They talking to each other. They say, ooh, I done found paradise. Where back home, I may only charge $15 or $20 to do a whole head of hair. I'm going to come to Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm going to charge $200 a wop. That if I was in my country back home, I would only be getting paid $20 a wop for the same exact thing. But I'm going to charge $200 over here. Oh, but we ain't going to stop there, right? Because most of them is not going to shop at your shop. They're only going to shop in their communities. They're only going to send money back home to their people. They're only going to go to other African restaurants, other African hair stores, beauty supply stores, grocery stores, clothing stores. They're not even going to turn around and put that whopping $200 that they just got from you. They're not even going to spend it in your community. Okay? They're going to send majority of it back home. And then they're going to go to other people from their community, meaning other African people. They shop within their own communities. But let's continue. So another reason why they do this is because they bring their business styles from their country, right? Where customers don't challenge them. In many African countries, business is done verbally. Like in America, we do a lot of things in writing, but in other countries, it's done verbally. Your word is your word, right? So, and asking the price again is seen as disrespectful. So if they tell you $200, then $200 it is, and it doesn't have to be even be written. But challenging the price is seen as arguing with them. Okay? They don't like that. They don't like when people argue with them. So when they come to America and they do African Americans women hair, and when the African American woman asks, like, why did the price change? Or can I see the hair? Or I didn't agree to that. The stylist automatically looks at that as being disrespectful. They don't look at it, oh, this is just normal customer questions. Just want to verify how much I'm about to pay you. They look at it like you're being disrespectful. And because they feel that you're being disrespectful, they become rude, get attitudes, and take aggression out on you. Now, it also says some of these Africans have cultural superiority complex toward African American women. Why is that? Why do they have superiority complex toward African American women that they come from another country to be amongst us, but then all of a sudden they feel like they're superior? Now, before I get into that part right there, I want to ask you, have you ever experienced that? Have you ever experienced an African woman that try to, present herself as like she's more royalty than you? She's more superior than you as an African American woman. Anybody? Raise your hand if you've ever had that experience. I know I had. Not in the beauty salon, but I have had an African woman think that she was more superior. Even said that she come from the richest country in the world. Okay? All right, I see a couple of hands down there. But let me tell you why that's done. Okay? In many African households, I need y'all to brace yourselves for this one. They are raised hearing that African Americans are lazy, African Americans complain too much, African Americans aren't real Africans, African Americans don't understand the struggle, and African Americans waste money. So when they come over here after growing up hearing that shit in their own homes, they get over here and they see African American women spending $300 to $500 on braids, and they look at it like, oh, okay, I could charge her anything. Why? Because she'll pay it. She'll pay it. Yeah. And a lot of these homes in other countries, African Americans are put down. We're mocked. We're lazy. Y'all never heard of that? Oh yeah, they think we're lazy as fuck. They think we complain too much. They think that we have been fed a silver spoon and don't know how to feed ourselves with that spoon. Right? And the bigger one, Oh, they don't think we're Africans. They don't see us the same as they see themselves. I'm letting you know that. They do not. And again, this is not all African women, but some. So they come over here and they say, I can charge whatever I want. Why? Because she will pay it. She will pay. The African American woman will pay it. Some African women see this as a come up or a way to get ahead real fast. Braiding shops are often family fun, 100% cash, which means 100% cash. They don't have to pay taxes. Okay, we're going to get into that in a minute. But 100% cash, zero oversight, no price control. Some of them don't even have licenses, no receipts, no accountability. It becomes a hustle, not a beauty service. Raise your hand if you went to an African braiding shop and you have never even asked, do you have a license to braid? Raise your hand if you've never asked your African braider, are you licensed in this state to braid? No, probably not, right? You just see their photos online. You see their work, and you pay whatever price that they give you. They tell you 200, you pay 200. Other states may say 500, you pay 500. I've even heard people say they didn't pay $1,500 for braids before. I mean, that may have been like sister braids or something like that or whatever, but like they have paid a large ass amounts of money before for their hair. What do you think they getting these prices from? Do you think they're like looking in a price book and be like, oh, okay, so for this, we need to charge this. This is a standard across the board. No, they pulled those prices out their asses. It's I could charge whatever I want. And if I want to go up, I will. And some of them do. No accountability, no receipts, no licenses required, no price control, zero oversight, 100% cash. Things that they may have been taught when they were 3 and 4 years old. Because in a lot of African countries, that is what they do. They keep their hair in braided protective styles. So they're taught at a very younger age to braid hair. And they come over to America and they take advantage of African American women. Why? Well, because they know you care so much about your look. They know you care so much about your hair. And they know that you are willing to pay whatever they charge. You're not going to question their prices. You're just going to pay it. We need to stop doing that. Shop around. Shop around. Now, this is not a boycott African shop type of live stream. But what I will say is, what I don't understand is if they're willing to do the hair, the same style and everything for $20, $40, and $60 somewhere else, why do they come over here and take advantage of African American women? I do not agree with that whatsoever. I do not agree. And to be honest with you, it has not always been like this. A lot of people start going to the African braiding shop because their prices used to be cheaper. Because the American braiders or American stylists' hair cost more. So they start going to get their hair done from Africans to actually save money. It ain't that way no more. These African shops are in direct competition with any other shop around. They charge just as much, if not more, than any other shop that is not required a license, is not required accountability, is not required to pay taxes, zero oversight. And some of them even do it like in the back of a restaurant, or maybe even tell you to come to their home or something like that, right? But again, they do it because they know you're going to pay it. Again, it becomes a hustle. It's a hustle for them. Let's go over here and get this fast money right quick. That's not beauty science, a beauty science or services. It's a hustle. A hustle. So what do? They sneak in upcharges like this lady did. She put in human hair and all of a sudden, you owe me 50, you owe me 50, right? You owe me 50. Then they want to tip on top of the $200 that they just charged you. They literally expect you to turn around and tip them on top of their already set high ass, expensive ass price. And then another thing, a lot of them don't even like to care for your hair. They don't care if your hair is healthy, growing, clean. They don't care. They will take your damaged ass hair and add more hair to it and send you on about your way. Go to someone that actually cares for your hair. They care for the cleanliness of it. They care for the protection of it. They care for the strength of it. Go to someone that actually cares. I look at doing hair as you have to have a passion for it. Everybody don't look at that. Go to someone that actually has a passion, just like a teacher that has a passion for teaching students, or a nurse that have a passion for caring for patients. Go to a stylist that has a passion for caring for your hair. Stop letting people take advantage of you because they think that you're going to pay whatever they tell you to pay. That thinks that you're lazy. That thinks that you complain too much. That thinks that you know what I'm saying? You don't know what struggle really look like or feel like. Or think that you just waste money. Our money is not to be wasted. But that's what is happening. And we are allowing it. And we have allowed it. They know African American women value their protective styles. They know that. They know we love braids, whether it's for work, training, hair growth, just a style that we don't have to worry about for a week. They know this. And they take advantage of this. I pulled something and it said, these same styles that's done in America, the same Africans who charge these extra, how do you say, astronomical prices in America, in Ghana, they charge $25 for braids. In Liberia, they charge $30 for braids. In Nigeria, they charge $40 for braids. But in America, they charge $200, $500, $600, and up for braids. The same braids. The same braids. Did you just hear the prices that I told you? $25, $30, and $40. But yet they come over to America and charge $200, $300, $600, $800. Why? Because they know you will pay it. They know Americans will pay the money. They know Americans value the service more. Let's talk about lack of regulation right quick. In most U.S. cities, African braiders operate under the radar. Do you know what that means? That means they asses is not even paying taxes. See, we have to pay taxes. We can't get away from that. But a lot of these internationals come over here and they operate under the radar. That shit ain't fair. So not only are they taking your $200, they ain't even got to pay taxes on the shit. They ain't even paying taxes on the shit. It says African braiders operate under the radar. Many do not have cosmetologist license, no braiding license, no wash your hair license, not grease your hair license, not care for your hair. Like some of you women are going to salons that don't even have licenses to do hair. They wouldn't know how to treat a dandruff if they saw one. Some are not even legally registered. They rely on word of mouth clients. That is why they post these big books of photos. So you can say, oh, okay, well, shoot, they do a lot of black people hair. Let me just go to them. They got a lot of black clients that look like me. So let me go to them. They rely on word of mouth clients. And many of them work out of apartments or either small rooms. So they feel untouchable. When there's no licenses, risks, people act however they want to because they don't fear losing anything, right? And that is why we see intimidation, physical aggression, surprising charges, holding clients hostage, threats to call the police, and refusal to let someone leave. It becomes control, not customer service. Do you think an American license held salon would have grabbed another person's hair and start cutting braids out of their head and holding them against their will? No, because they know their asses would have been thrown in damn jail. They know that that's assault. But these people come over here, the ones that's doing it, they come over here and they do that because they feel they can get away with it. No accountability. Who's going to hold them responsible? Some of them are not even registered. Just because you see on Facebook, Mama Hands, whatever her name of the shop is, what is it? Mama Helping Hands, Mama Gifted Hands, right? That may not even be a real registered business. Like a real registered business. It may not even be a real business. It might be a name that she just slapped up on a building that she made up. And then she's over here exploiting African American women, taking their monies because she knows, or should I say they know, that the African American women will pay it. They will pay it. Let's talk about the reality of this all. The reality is, like I said before, African American women are the number one customers. So even that voicemail that she met said, the hell with your money. Again, let me say what I just said. They know that African American women are their number one customers and their biggest financial backbone. Now, I'm going to tell you a little secret that you may not know. While you're running in there and quickly to give $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 to these African braiding shops, when another African woman goes in that same shop, you better know she's not paying your Black American prices, okay? She ain't paying $200 to get her hair braided. She ain't paying $400, $500, $600, $700, $800 to get her hair braided. That's for you, African American woman. She ain't paying that price. She done already talked to the lady. She done already said, I know that this only costs $25 in Ghana, $30 in another country, and $40 in Nigeria. They already know that. So she's not coming in there and laying $200 down on the table in an African American shop. I mean, excuse me, in an African braiding shop. She's going to pay the under the table price. You just don't know that, because that price is for you. You know, the lazy one. You know, the one that don't know what a struggle is. You know, the one that's not a real African. Yeah. You, the ungrateful one. The one that complain all the time. That's your price. The one that they know is going to pay the money. That's your price. Not their price. They know African American women are their number one customers. But yet, you would think when someone is your number one customer, I need you guys interactions in the group, right? I mean, in the comments. If you know you have a number one customer, right? Aren't you going to treat them special or better or no? Aren't you going to give them number one treatment? You would think, right? You would think if you have a number one customer, you will make them feel special. But let me tell you what they do to their number one customers, to their number one paying customer. Okay? They treat the number one paying customer the worst. Why? Because they assume that they'll take it. They assume that they'll pay anything. They assume that their number one customer will not complain. They assume that their number one customer will not stop coming back to them. Okay? They treat their number one customers the worst. The worst. The worst. Not the best. Let me give you another story right quick. When I was over in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, I went in to get my hair done. Okay. As they was doing my hair, she said, "You want to get your nails done too?" I said, "Sure." Oh my God, I felt like I was in heaven. She said, "What about your feet?" I said, "Sure." I had one lady down at my feet, one lady on my hands, and one lady in my head. Literally, I was laid out like a little fat girl, like I was in some type of paradise. My toes, my hand, and my hair was being done. My head was being massaged. My hands were getting done. My feet were getting done. I was like, oh my God, I've never experienced this treatment. Why do you think they were doing that to me? Because they know that I would pay. They know that I would pay. They knew a higher paying client when they saw one. Now, I left a big fat tip because I felt like, damn, I'm getting pampered up in here. And we're just so used to paying high dollars for those services that when they come up and say, okay, everything is going to be $60, $60, we're like, wait a minute, $60? That's it? Oh, no, I'm going to pay you double. Because we're not used to paying a smaller amount of money for good services. Now, I see some people in the comments saying, well, $40 is just too less of a price for hair. It might be. But in other countries, please understand that's what you're paying. You're not paying the 200. Get it out of your head. Even if you go to Europe, some of them don't even like taking a tip unless you tell them they did a phenomenal job. If you complain about your food, they're not even going to take a tip. They're going to say, no, 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 I didn't deserve it. Only in America, they can F up your meal, have hell in your food, bad customer service, and they still want you to tip them. They still want you to tip them. So I know a lot of y'all have never left the United States, and I'm telling you what I'm telling you to prepare you if you ever leave the United States. Don't go to these other countries thinking that you're about to get price gouged, because they cannot do that. They will not do that. Yes, the cost of living is less in other places, and you're going to pay a whole lot less for your services. She said, but $40, come on now. Come on, $40 today ain't minimum wage. I'm not saying that they should charge $40, but what I am saying is they know if they was anywhere else but America, that's about all they're going to get, is what I'm trying to tell you. So $40 and $200, I mean, can we meet in the middle somewhere? I'm not saying charge $40, but $200, $300, and $500 to get your hair braided, and they do the same shit for $40 somewhere else, is a big price gouge. It is a price gouge. They are taking advantage of you, sweetheart. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you what I know. Okay? Glenn says, hey, Glenn, she says, I was in Africa and my sister got braids for $13 and they provided the hair in Ghana. Listen, that's what I was just telling them, sis. Literally. I didn't hear 13, but when I was in Dubai, I was getting my hair done for $35. And I would tip more because I felt bad just paying $35 when you done caught a bus and came over to my house. So I would tip them sometime $20. But the 200 and 300 and the 400 prices you will not see. You will not hear of. She said $40 when converted is a lot of money. It is a lot of money. $40 when converted is a lot of money over there. It is a lot of money. But I'm telling you right now, the same prices that they charge in other countries, they are not charging you that here. And I'm not saying that they should come over here and work and, slave on our hair for $40, $50. But I do believe that they should not charge the same thing that American braiders charge. Why do I feel that way? Well, I feel that they shouldn't charge that because half of them don't pay freaking taxes and half of them are not real cosmetologists anyway. Go somewhere where they are licensed to do your hair and care for your hair. Stop going to these non-licensed ass shops that ain't even paying taxes, living up under the radar. Because you got to understand, you paying your money that's already been taxed on, you're paying that money to them. And I'm not picking on Africans because it's not just Africans. It's other people doing it too. It's other people doing it too. The nail salons, the massage parlors. It's a lot of people doing it. But they take advantage of us because they feel that we're not going to complain. And for them to even be raised in their household saying that we're complainers, actually African American women are not complainers. We're one of the ones that will be quiet, right? And don't say nothing and just get taken advantage of. Only a few of us speak out. Only a few of us. When you go to these other countries and you go to the market, do you know they barter everything? Do you know what barter means? Negotiate. They say, how much for this? And then they may say $5. And they say, can I give you $3? We don't do that here in America. If it's $5, we pay $5. If it's $10, we pay $10. If it's $50, we pay $50. But in other countries, you can literally pick something up and decide, I don't want to pay this price for this item. So what do? We say, how much for this? They say, we say, nah, I don't want it for that. And they say, how much? And you say, I'll give you $4. What about $4.15? $4.20, and that's the highest I'm going. They say, oh, okay, I'll take $4.20. That is a known thing. I learned that for myself. Somebody said, don't accept their prices. You have to negotiate. You have to barter. Bring them down, bring them down. I'm like, really? How do you do that? You got to meet them in the middle, meet them in the middle. If not, you're going to get taken advantage of. Every time they see you coming, they're going to throw a price at your ass and you just going to pay it. You just going to pay it. Glenn, thank you for the super chat. She says, my sister gave her $20 and she was trying to give her change. She was trying to give her change. Out of 20, 100 US was 545 CDs. I shopped until I dropped and 13 on a new suitcase. $13 for a new suitcase sound pretty damn good. But a lot of people barter. She said, my husband and mother negotiates everything. See, where's your husband? And are they from here? Are they from here? Now, I know in like maybe New York where they have a bigger African community. And I don't know where else. I just know New York. They probably work off of a barter system more so than a lot of these southern states. These southern states, if they say the price is $100, y'all gonna run that $100 right on up in there. Y'all ain't gonna ask no damn question. Y'all just gonna say, okay, $100. All right, let me go to the ATM machine. I'll be right back. Let me go get you the $100 that you need and that you want. We're not even gonna ask no questions. We're just gonna pay the price and just accept whatever we get. We're just gonna pay it. We're not gonna ask them to bring it down. We're not gonna ask them to meet us in the middle. Or we're not just going to walk out on that price. But I'm not done. Let's finish. Let's finish. Let's finish. All right. What are we talking? We talked about the cultural differences and why they do this. Another quiet superiority complex that is held between the African community and the African Americans. Again, I said they were raised to believe that African Americans are spoiled, waste money, complain too much, don't know what a real struggle is. Okay? And this leads to them talking down to us, dismissing our concerns, and inflating prices when it comes to us, and treating African American women with less respect. Okay? A lot of them come over here, they know a lot of different languages. Like sometimes they might bust out 8, 9 different languages on your ass, and you don't have no idea what they talking about. 9 times out of 10, they talking about your ass. They talking about your ass in 9 or 10 different languages. They're saying how dumb you are. Now, this is not all Africans, but they're saying how dumb you are because you can't even understand what the hell they saying. They think the fact that we only speak one language, that we're not that bright. That we're not that smart. That we don't know all of these different languages. They literally sit there and talk about your ass while doing your hair and taking your money. So the industries, these salons that do weaves, braids, twists, sew-in, knotless, and all of that other exotic stuff, you're being overcharged. You're being exploited. You're being taken advantage of. Yeah, because they know you're paid for it. They're charging you outrageous prices. They're adding surprise fees. And then they're using intimidation on your ass because they know that you're going to pay for it. They look at it like you need them. That is why she left that voicemail and says, I don't need your money. Because she look at it like you need her. She doesn't need you. Because she know another African American is going to see what she did and still sit her ass down in that damn chair and get her hair braided, and she going to slide her $200. She know that. She know that once this blow over, whether it be a week or two, she's going to go back to charging $250, $300, $350 on the same damn braids that she would only get paid $40 for in Nigeria. In Nigeria. All right. So with that being said, I just think that we need to do better with selecting who we spend our money with. Require people to be registered. Require people to have professional licenses. Start operating like that. If you want to charge me $200, I need to see your license. I need to see that your business is a real registered business. If I'm going to pay the high-ass American dollar prices, then let me spend my money where the high-ass America require you high-ass restrictions. Right? Because real American business require different stipulations. You have to pay fees to run a business. So if you're going to pay the high prices anyway, you might as well pay it at somewhere that adhere to the American rules. A lot of these people come over here and they do not adhere to the American rule. They don't shop where you shop. They don't. But they want to charge what other American stylists charge. If you're not paying American tax dollars, regulation fees, licenses fees, if you're not paying those expenses, then why should I pay you the same amount that I'm going to pay my other African American sister or brother to do hair when they're in regulation, but your ass is not? Your ass is not in regulation. Now, in my heart's of heart, do I believe an African American woman would have pulled on another client's hair like this and held her against her will? I don't think so. I could be incorrect. But before we go, I want to show you a video where this is not just a fly-by-night thing. This shit's been going on. This happened a year ago. And this is documented by an African woman. So it's not just me talking. It's not just me saying things. There's other African women that are in the United States seeing bad practices going on here in America. Now, this channel is by a lady named Jody the Island Girl. Now, she might just be from the Caribbean, okay? Jody the Island Girl says, African braider shops horror stories. The worst braiding experience ever. TikTok compilations story time. This was done a year ago. She puts together how African braiders have mistreated their clients to the point where they will cut the hair out of your damn head before you leave out. All right, let's take a listen.
No, you do not. I told you I don't like it. I don't like this. This is not the way I wanted my hair. And you're taking a video against my will.
Yes, because we need proof.
Proof of what?
You don't cut your hair.
I'm not talking about cutting my hair. I said I don't like the style.
I know.
How are you proving that you don't cut my hair?
To make sure you don't come back to say we cut your hair.
I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't dare do that to you, lady. I never do it. I told you I don't like my hair and you got mad. No, I told you. But I don't have nothing to. I'm not some people. I'm me.
She said she doesn't like her hair and they start cutting the braids out of her hair, okay?
I'm not some people. Just because I said I don't like my hair, you're mad. And if I see a picture of me anywhere, I promise you will have a lawsuit because I told you don't put my face in nothing. I don't like it, I don't like it. And I take you. And I got you. It's fine. I got you too.
Look how many women are video recording her and cutting her hair. It's like 3 women in there. Even if she wanted to do something, she can't She'll get beat down by those 3 African women that are in there. 2 of them are cutting her hair while another one is film recording her.
That phone out my damn face, woman. Get that. I told you, don't get that phone out of my face. Of what? I'm not gonna tell you cut my hair. My hair is short. I can't trust you.
Sorry, y'all. Y'all, listen. It is what it is. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. This is crazy that they would literally cut the hair out. Child. Now, I don't know how that saved them money or even make them money, but in my opinion, I feel like it's done as a humiliation tactic.
My goddamn face. I told you to get that phone out my damn face. A damn piggy. Just because I don't.
Hair braiding is a profession done largely by and for Black women. It represents an integral part of many African cultures. Braiding is a social art and is often practiced in small gatherings where elders braid their hair and the children learn by watching.
Now, she sounds like she may be from Jamaica. I just know that accent when I hear it, okay? And she's even talking about how they just mistreat some of the people that they do hair.
For many African immigrant women, hair braiding is also the most accessible employment and the most marketable skill they can use to earn a living to support their families in the US and back home. In the last few weeks, I have been sharing hairstylist horror stories, and based on the feedbacks in the comment section, a lot of you were recommending going to the aunties in the African braiding shops. And unfortunately for these creators in today's video, that was not the same. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video, guys. If you're hearing my voice for the very first time, my name is Jody. Please feel free to go ahead and...
So she's talking about the people complaining about how the African braidings snatched out their hair, made them bald in some areas, and things of that nature.
Hit the subscribe button to become a part of the Islanders family. Also, guys, give the video a big thumbs up, like the video. It's an easy and free way to support my channel. And of course, you know, I'd love to get your opinions and thoughts down in the comment section. Have you ever experienced an African braiding shop before? And if you did, what was your outcome? Sound off in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's get into today's.
I said, so I had called the night before to speak to the owner, right? She goes, yes, 220. And I said, any lane? She goes, yes. Okay, come at 8 a.m. I'm going to send you a picture of the shop address. She doesn't do that. So I go anyway because the address is on TikTok. This is me sitting there waiting for the owner who told the girls on the phone when I got there, because they didn't want to quote me a price for my long braids. They wanted to ask her that she would be there in 5 minutes, right? I waited for this girl for like 20, 25 minutes. She takes me in the back when she comes in.
I show you my cut every day.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't mind what your price is. I just want you to tell me what the price is.
You pay 280 with the curly hair.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's no longer the 220 any size, any length, because now it's changing to 280 because I want long with boho. This is her boho.
So she said she started off at 230, 220, and 230, and now they went up to 280.
You see it in the colors that I wanted. I said scrap the boho. I don't like how it look. This girl that started on me, I had her redo my braids twice, and she still couldn't get it together. They were mad big, and it was not going to be full. It was going to be flat to my head, and the owner agreed with me. She said, oh, no, it's flat, it's flat, it's flat. But I said, cut these out and let me go. She was like, no, I want my girls to do it, whatever. I'm going to get somebody to do it. She convinces another girl to start it on me. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, it's going to take forever. We're going to be here all night. She tells the girl, no, I'm going to get somebody to help you do the ends, right? So it starts off with 2 girls helping her do the ends, after she did a lot of the braiding by herself. Then all the girls end up stop helping and leaving, right? Because now girls is leaving, right? People is finishing up. These girls is ready to go. I've been there since 8:30. I'm the most ready to go. And I'm the customer, and I got to pay y'all for this crazy unprofessional service. So now you can see the girl is back by herself. Nobody's helping. She's braided down the last braid, but there's still a whole section in the back that needs to be braided down. The owner is already gone, okay? The owner is gone. At this point, it's close to 12 o'clock at night. This guy comes in trying to sell something.
She been in there since 8 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 12 o'clock at night. God damn.
He's in there trying to sell something, distracting her. And
y'all wonder why I wear short ass hair. Okay, all right.
There's a girl or 2 that's in there still braiding her head. So me and her both irritated. Eventually, because nobody is helping, and she had even asked a few people to help, and the girls was like no and give her excuses why they didn't want to help. So I'm like, why don't that other girl that was helping before come back and help you? She's like, oh, she cleaned up the shop. Every time I saw that girl, she was talking, doing something else. Look at this whole section that needs to be braided down. That's about 30 or 40 braids. I know you can't tell, but that's about 30 or 40 braids. She tells me to call the owner to get the owner to force somebody to help. So I call the owner gets somebody to help, and finally we get
It's after 1 a.m. now. After 1 a.m. She been there since 8 in the morning.
done. This is 1 something in the morning. I'm waiting for them to dip my hair. Do you know them girls who's in the back eating like I'm not hungry, ready to go, just like them? Y'all, I've tried to give y'all this part 2 15 million times, and
16 hours getting braids. Part 2, strapped in. It's a long story. 16
I'm
hours.
trying to give it to y'all in less than 10 minutes, and it's not working. So all the girlies that saw my video about me spending 16 hours in a braider shop, this is a video you need to watch, but I'm just gonna prepare you now. I'm getting to 10 minutes time every single time I try to record this, and I'm still having to leave details out. So I'm trying to give y'all the whole story in less than 10 minutes, but I went through so...
Your personal finances start with you.
Sorry. So first of all, I'm not sitting there no 16 hours, honey. That's 3 days. I'm not sitting there no 16 hours getting no hair done. Ain't no way. Girl, that's a whole days of work. Okay, 2 days of work. 16 hours? I'm not sitting there no 16 hours, first of all. Hold on. She said they don't even look worth it. Child, they sure don't. I ain't want to say it, but baby, ain't no way I'm sitting there. They did not look like no... I don't know none of them that look worth it if you ask me. I don't know.
So, originally, I was not trying to say the name of the spot because I'm a black business owner as well. I do press-on nails, right? So, my intent was not to bash another business because I wouldn't want somebody, TikTok and bash my business. But also, at the same time, I always try to be as professional as possible. So, that's the difference.
Well, let's just
She's still
find out
beating
what
around the
happened
bush before
there.
she gets there. One of them long and small, and she convinces another girl to do my putting extra money. You're eating my food. I'm like, do I have to get up? She tells me yes, I have to get up. Do you want to go home? Like,
Pay for my hair, so I showed pieces of boho, and I took pictures.
I don't know what happened with her story, but it's too long. This girl crying about her hair.
sorry to you. Like, that's crazy. So if you go to Queen Mamad or if you've ever been, hopefully your experience was or will be different than mine, but some of y'all just maybe won't go. That's not my fault.
This girl crying and laughing at the same damn time. Her hair is falling out her head.
And this time, look at where it came out from. It's just bald. This is what it should look like. This is what. Please help.
The braids left a large rash on the back of my neck and make me look like a dirt neck, y'all. I just finished taking out my braids, so what better time than now to tell you about my African braid shop horror story. First things first, my appointment was at 10. I got there at 9:50. I parked. I walked inside. I told her what I wanted. I showed her a picture of what I wanted. But for some reason, they still didn't start my hair until 11. Strike one. A lot of people cannot handle my hair, so I try to make it easy for anybody that's ever gonna do my hair. I washed, detangled, deep conditioned everything the night before, and then I blew it out. I put it.
This girl has some beautiful hair. Ain't no way I'm gonna allow someone that's not registered, not licensed, not professional to put their hands in my head. Look at this beautiful head of hair. Ain't no way. I don't give a damn. I'm not going to somebody unprofessional if my hair looking like that. Ain't no damn way.
4 sections, and I put it in braids so that it wouldn't tangle back up. You know, they took down all 4 of the braids, and then they pulled out this little tool right here and thought she was about to comb my hair with that. I said, oh no, who this fuck? We're not even gonna call that one strike number 2. A couple of days before when I made my appointment, I called, I asked them how long it was gonna take. They said 6 hours. She could have 2 people on my hair. I said, perfect. I dropped my baby off. I'm expecting 6 hours, maybe 7, because sometimes it could get a little bit long. But do y'all know that these people did not finish my hair until like 8:30 p.m.? Mind you, my appointment was at 10. They started at 11. They did not finish my hair until like 8:30 p.m. I go pick my baby up. Do y'all know as soon as I get home, pieces of boho is falling out?
Oh, wow.
I mean, pieces of boho. And I took pictures of this immediately because I texted her like, whoa. Ma'am, this is not right. Do y'all know I woke up the next morning and all of the boho was matted together? When I say matted, I mean matted, like smashed, matted together. I was so damn mad. I'm like, this is the next day. And it was confusing to me because I went to an African braid shop in New York and got my hair braided, and it was down to my knees, y'all. And the boho was so cute, so flawless. It never matted up. I didn't have to braid it every night and keep it separate. I didn't have to wet it and put mousse on it, all of these things that people was telling me in the comments. I never had to do that with my other human hair.
I don't like no surprises when it's time for me to pay for my hair. So I showed them the picture. We talked about it. She said it's a $200 special. It's $20 if you want synthetic boho. It's $40 if you want human. I just told her to give me human because synthetic boho don't even sound like something that I want near my head. So we had already established that. So for the hair to be matting the next day, I'm like, did they put synthetic hair in my head? Let me get into the guts of why I'm really, really, really angry right now. I knew it was coming up time for me to take my hair down because I don't really ever leave braids in. No longer than a month. They don't get no longer than a month out of me. Before I start taking my braids down, I'm feeling a little itch on the back of my neck. Like it's irritated back there. So I'm like, what in the hell? I pull out my phone to take a video to see why the back of my neck is itching, y'all. The braids left a large rash on the back of my neck. It made me look like a dirt neck, y'all. Oh my God. When I tell you I'm so angry, I consider not showing y'all this, but I'm gonna put the picture right there. I want to fight.
It looked kind of like a wingworm to me. Doesn't it look like a wingworm to you guys? It looked like a wingworm. That's a wingworm.
That made me so mad.
That mean that's nasty. That's uncleanliness. But I don't know if she can blame that hair. Hell, I don't know if she wasn't washing her neck. I don't know though.
So now not only do I have to heal this rash, but I have to get rid of the dark spot that is going to leave because y'all really tried it. Other thing that I'm noticing as I'm taking my hair down is that the braids is not giving knotless. Not only did I discover that the parts was uneven, but there are so many braids in my head that was like braided to the scalp slightly before they started the knotless. So like my real hair is braided a couple of times.
Okay, I see y'all in the audience saying it's the hair. So wait a minute. So she paid for human hair and they went ahead and gave her synthetic hair anyway? That's crazy. And somebody like myself, I wouldn't know the difference. So they would straight take advantage of me because how am I supposed to know the difference between human hair and synthetic hair? I wouldn't know. So I would be one of those African Americans that they took advantage of.
To the scalp. I know knotless, you could probably braid a couple times, then start adding in the hair, but this was like braided to my scalp. And again, as I'm taking this down is when I'm noticing it. Let me just leave it alone because I'm getting worked up even right now.
Do yourself a favor and you see this braiding shop on Caton Avenue in Flatbush, don't you ever play yourself and go there. When I tell you they played in my face today, they played in my face. When I tell you the how livid I am, like I don't even know if I could formulate this story properly, how tight I am. Okay? I get up 7 a.m. I stayed in my grandmother's house in Canarsie just to get here on time. We got up 7 a.m., drove my car, paid the meter, got inside at 8:57. I get there, people are like, I want Senegal braids. Not braids, I mean Senegal twists.
Train for an I'm sorry. I'm loving her accent, honey, because I think she said she from Brooklyn. Honey, that accent is on point.
Kept saying that she wanted Senegal braids or Senegal twist. What she means is a Senegalese twist, which are these twists that you're seeing on your screen. Absolutely beautiful. So yes, it's Senegalese twist.
So now they're like, oh, we gotta wait till somebody who could come because I have a short haircut. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's now they telling people, oh, she want knotless braids. I do not want knotless braids. Stop lying. First of all, they pissed me off with that. They're like, oh, she want knotless braids. Why would I want knotless braids? I don't got no damn hair. Stop playing with me. I told you I want Senegal twists. So now 9:45 rolls around. Somebody eventually takes me. She gets started on my hair. Fine. She's doing the twist. I want to say she did about 12, 13 twists. A lady walks in the door and say, oh, I'm here for my appointment at 9:30. And the lady's like, oh, it was 9:30 and it's now 10 something. So I started a new person or whatever. And she's like, oh no, I told them I was running late. And she's like, oh, they didn't tell me. Mind you, I'm in the chair minding my business because this has nothing to do with me. I'm sitting here listening and watching my show on Hulu, minding my business. She's twisting my hair. She fucking touched my arm and like, oh, my customer's here. What is that supposed to mean to me? Unless you have somebody somewhere else to place me, that has nothing to do with me. Because if you knew you had a customer, there's no reason you should have took me. You should have contacted your customer to see if she was running late before starting me. I've been here since 8:57. Please fucking play with me, miss. Please, for starters. So I say, you know what? Take it out. Take it out. I don't care. She's like, oh, you gotta wait. No, I don't have to wait. You're gonna take this out right now. She takes it out or whatever. I'm tight. I already called my backup hairdresser. Fuck it. Even though I wanted to get my hair, twisted, I'm just going to end up getting a short haircut. So I already was tight, but the next part is what really dragged it. This other lady inside runs after me. Like, oh, the owner of the shop is like, we have another shop downstairs. We have another shop downstairs. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I was still tight, but I'm like, I really want my hair twisted, braided. Go downstairs now, and everybody don't know what's going. Nobody knows what's going on. They saying, "Oh, Fonta said to take her to take her." It's two people and one person had already, and other girls is doing other stuff. So now they sit me in this chair like, "Oh, like they're gonna take me right now." So the girl ends up complaining, and I'm not mad at the girl because if y'all set up an agreement where two people is gonna be doing her hair so that she gets out early, that's a discussion that y'all set up with her. That has nothing to do with me. Why would y'all tell? Why would you chase me down, run me down, make it seem like you're gonna get my hair done right now, just for the lady to sit me down, act like she's about to start my hair, and then proceeds to go back to do the other lady's hair? Everybody in the shop is livid. Like, y'all just brought this lady downstairs and didn't tell us. The communication was so poor. Fonta, I blame the fact that why would you call that lady and tell her to tell me to go downstairs and you didn't communicate that with your staff? When I tell you the level of unprofessionalism, and it's so crazy because I believe they do good work in there because I've been there before. But the fact that y'all were playing my face like this today, y'all will never get $1 from me. Y'all would never see my fucking face again. When I tell you it took everything in me to not go absolutely ballistic, I grabbed my things and I proceeded to fucking leave. I called my backup hairdresser and I'm like, that's it. Like, when I tell you, 0 stars. 0 0 0 0 stars. Because the way you dealt with me today, absolutely unacceptable. When I tell you hot, like I really felt like I was going to fight. Like I really, like, you know that feeling that you get when the heat just starts to boil you because you just like, I have no words, I'm ready to go off. Because why would y'all ever play in my face like that, knowing I've been there since 8:57 this morning? Knowing I put money in the meter for my car. I drove all the way out here. I don't even live out here. I live in Long Island. Okay, I made preparations to be here. And that's how y'all carry on? Like I'm supposed to wait? Yeah. It's clipped. Fucking clipped. Okay, so people be
Okay, well, anyway, honey, it goes on and on and on. Like I said, this is the island girl that puts African American braiding shots on blast by just doing a compilation of people complaining about getting their hair done by African braiding shops. If you want to go to this page and finish watching it, again, her name is um Jody the Island Girl. She has over 100,000 subscribers, and this video alone got over 403,000 subscribers a year ago and over 2,300 comments, which means that a lot of people are interested and want to have a conversation about how they're being treated, okay, in the being treated by African American, about African braiding shops. Okay. When you got 2,300 comments, that means that conversation was had. Okay. That means that it's a lot of people are either not feeling it or had something to say about their experience with an African braiding shop. Again, this is not about all African braiding shops. This is not about all Africans. This shop right here was Mama Gifted Hands out of Birmingham, Alabama. However, I did want to do a thorough overview of why some of these Africans come over here thinking that they could take advantage of the African American woman and exploit them and charge them high ass prices. And mainly it's because they know you will pay it. Okay. Hold them to the same standard that you will hold any other business owner. Make them show their credentials. Make sure they have their certifications. Make sure that their business are registered. You understand what I'm saying? And in compliance before you sit down and give them your hard-earned money. I mean, if you don't, then you don't. But I would just say that, moving forward, they need to be held to the same standards, and then they will probably give better customer service. One of the reasons why I continue to go to Chick-fil-A is not because they have the best nuggets in America or in the world, not because they have the best French fries in the world. It's because their customer service is top notch. Okay. They're one of the restaurants that customer service is top notch. And that's why I continue to eat at Chick-fil-A. It's never been about the chicken. It's never been about the fries. It's never been about the lemonade. It's about the customer service. And if you're not going to receive customer service, stop going back to these people. Stop employing these people. Stop letting these people feed their families when they're going to treat you like shit. Is no way in hell that this braider or any other braider should have put her hands in this woman's head. Okay? Is no way that she should have put her hand and pulled this lady hair, cut this lady hair, did anything to this lady hair. And then the rage in her face. The rage in her face is even on top of all of that wrong. The rage in this lady's face. She literally held this lady hair with both of her hands and then had a lady behind her do the same. There's 4 hands pulling on someone's hair. Now I don't know about no boho braids. I don't think I know I've never received no boho braids in my life. But I know that when I have gotten my hair braided before, afterwards it hurts so effing bad. So now you pulling in my hair on top of my head already hurting because you've been in my head for hours. She better be glad that she didn't have a dotted eye because that had to hurt. Again, I don't know if that's not like, I don't know if boho supposed to hurt, but I'm tender-headed anyway, so I know it would have hurted me. I don't give a damn. It would have hurted me. And I'm telling you, you brought pain to me. So, but I'm not promoting violence. And she did say she was going to sue. Okay. And I encourage her to sue. And sometimes it's not always good putting your hands back on someone. But baby, y'all know what I say about that. Don't put your hands on someone if you don't want them to put their hands on you. Okay. She said, yes, I probably would have fought them women. Yes, fresh braids hurt. See, and that's what I was assuming. I know I can't be the only one tender-headed up in here. Cause baby, when every single time I've ever gotten braids, my head hurt. I'm talking about hurt, it be on fire. So the fact that she's pulling it and then try to cut it out, her hair out when the police came, she better be glad that she don't have 2 dotted eyes and then get slid across that floor. She said Black Americans do the same. My hairdresser live in Atlanta, but flies to the Bay Area 3 days a week because she said she can charge us more here. Oh, with the price gouging. And my thing is, if Black Americans are doing it, I would say if you're going to pay this type of price, even to Black Americans, make sure that they are registered, licensed, have their certificate to do your hair. Because I wouldn't go to them either. I wouldn't go to them either. But what I do know is Black Americans are not going to other countries and only getting paid $30 or $40 to braid hair, where these African women are. These African women are only getting paid $30, $40, and $50 in other countries, and they come over here and they capitalize, and then they turn around and treat their number one customers, i.e., the African American woman, they treat us the worst. And that's what this message is about. That's what this message is about. She had too many people in the shop, men and all. Yeah, so I heard that this young lady actually said that the reason why she didn't fight back is because the lady called her brother and another person up to the shop while this was going on. So she called for backup. And the customer literally said she could have lost her life for $50. She felt like she could have lost her life for $50. So if she would have tried to fight back or, you know, do anything physical, she could have been harmed or even killed for 50 damn dollars. That is greed. Even as a business owner, sometimes we take a loss, right? So even if, you know, she gave her the wrong price, even after putting it in a damn text message, even if it was the wrong price, right? And it was supposed to be $50 more. Sometimes as a business owner, sometimes you have to take that L and you use it as a lesson experience, right? A learned experience. And you say, you know what? I did not relay to her properly that, yeah, it's $200, but if I choose to use human hair, you have to pay me $50 extra. That is not what she conveyed to this young lady. And when you say, make sure you bring cash, if I go to the ATM machine and only take out $200, what do you want me to pull the 50 from? My ass? Do I supposed to pull the 50 from my ass? This lady was told to bring $200. She brought $200. She said, can you bring cash, please? She said, yes, I will grab cash. Now, I don't know about you guys, but it ain't too many people that you tell them a price and tell them to bring cash and they're going to bring extra. People ain't walking around with extra cash on them these days. They're just not doing it. If she went to the ATM machine 9 times out of 10, she probably took out $200. Or maybe a little more for tip, I don't know. But if you say 200, then 200 it is. You don't get the person in the chair, finish their hair, and then turn around and say it's going to be $50 more. It's not professional. And the hairstylist, she should have said, my bad. I made a mistake. I quoted you the wrong price. I'm going to have to eat that. But to physically grab somebody's hair and have her head leaning to one side and then have another set of hands pulling her hair at the same time, to the point where some of her hair was actually pulled out from the root. Unprofessional, too damn aggressive, and violent. Okay? She said, Amor, did she get her money back because she cut her hair? Not on this one, because she wasn't allowed to cut the hair. Remember, the police stopped her. The police told her she could not cut the hair. Now, in the other video, she cut the hair. I'm not sure if she got her money back, but that was a whole different video. But this young lady, the police actually stopped Mama Gifted Hands from cutting her hair because that's what she tried to do, cut the braids out of her hair. And the police said, you cannot do that. So then she tried to say the client punched her. The police ran the video recording back and didn't see such thing. And he allowed the client to leave. Okay. She said, yes, she handled that all wrong because just regular knotless is automatically $200 and adding boho hair is an extra $50 because of the time consuming. I always explain that to my clients when they ask me. Yes, so the stylist handled it wrong. If she knew that the boho, and I'm assuming that when you say the boho, is that the human hair part? So the boho, if she knew that it was going to cost $50 extra, she should have said that. She should have said that it was going to be $50 extra. She should have said that. She said the internet is undefeated. The page is private now. They will be out of business soon. Oh, wait a minute. The page is private already? I was just looking at it. Let me see. Hold on. Is it private? When y'all be telling me that, sometimes I be like, damn, are they looking at my video? Let me see. Oh, yeah, she private that damn page. Damn. Damn. Oh, no, it's not. It's not private. It's probably private on TikTok, but it's definitely not private on Facebook. I'm still looking at it on Facebook. Well, hold on. Yeah, on Facebook it's still up. Cause the other day we was talking about something and then all of a sudden it disappeared. I'm like, damn, are they hearing me? No, the page is still up on my side. Mama Gifted Hands, Mama Gifted Hands. So now it may be private on TikTok because they said they wasn't gonna stop talking about it until she is shut down. Now I don't know how big Birmingham is. I don't know if like they do the meet me at the business type thing. Y'all know in Chicago this shit would have been shut down. Okay. This shit would have been shut down, but I don't know about Alabama. I don't know too much about Alabama. I don't know if nobody marching in Alabama since Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay. And I think he was in Montgomery. But anyway, I don't know if they are making a fuss like that in Alabama. But I know on TikTok, they said they were not going to stop talking about it until her ass is gone. All right. So again, I don't know, but they said they are going in on her until her shop disappears, shut down. They want her gone. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes somebody outside the shop. Let's see what they talking about. This was 15 hours ago. Let's see what this young lady said 15 hours ago. She done pulled up to the damn shop, y'all. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Good morning, babies. This is for educational purposes only. You see where I'm at, right? I know the lights flashing, but this is Mama's gifted hand. That braider that pulled that young lady's hair out and thought it was okay. Well, guess what? You put your page on private, so I can't tag you, but I can come to your business because you right here in Birmingham, honey. On the Parkway, ladies. Don't come here. Don't patronize this black business. Because this is the thing. If you can do that to a black woman that was trying to give you some business, that lets us know all you care about is your business and not the care of a black woman. I said what I said. I'm zooming in real good, y'all, so y'all can see. This is where we are not going. We will not be there. No, ma'am. Period.
Ooh.
Good morning, baby.
Well, it sounds like they might be standing on
Hey guys,
business.
it's story time. So yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Public statement, certified. When was this? It was a day ago. It says certified notice. Okay,
Good morning.
hold on.
Yeah. Mom.
Where did it go?
Good morning.
Shit. Okay, wait a minute. This says certified notice successfully delivered to Mama Gifted Hand Hair Braiding. She got a certified notice of. She's suing her. Wait a minute, hold on. As part of the oversight, official update regular regarding the documents. It looks like she is suing her. It says this confirmed that the establishment has received formal notification of the allegations. The allegations include reported price coercion, physical aggression, and detainment inside the shop, along with our request for a written response. So they are asking for a written response. It's the American Freedom Legal Fund. The AFLF is providing an official update regarding the document incident involving Mama Gifted Hands hair braiding in Birmingham, Alabama. So this is not a suit. I think they're just asking questions. It says support our legal advocacy and an investigation. So they're wanting to do an investigation of what happened. That's what she got served with. Baby, shy. When you think you got a business and then all of a sudden it gets swiped from you because you want to it gets swiped from you because you ungrateful. Okay, so on TikTok, Mama Gifted Hands. Oh yeah, it's private. The account is private. So she didn't put a page private on TikTok, baby. She didn't put it private. She tired of y'all. She said, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all putting down my business. Okay. She said, I am sick of y'all. But TikTok is not sick. They are definitely going in and voicing their opinion. Look like somebody else then pulled up. Hold on. Oh, that's her. Okay, look like only one person pulled up. Is this the same one? Hold on. Oh, yes, the same one. So anyway, but I'm just letting y'all know, I don't live in Birmingham, Alabama. However, I did find it interesting that a business owner would do something like this. Oh, hold on. I know. Oh, wait, why when I click on it, it takes me back to somebody else's page? I'm trying to get this lady right here. Cause she does political stuff. How can I get hers? Why when I go to it, it clicks on somebody else's page? Let's try this one. Oh yeah, so she just did it on Mama Gifted Hands. Where hers at? See, y'all know I don't know how to work that because she just said something about the Mama Gifted Hands, and I can't even pull her up because I don't know how to work TikTok like that. But I wanted to see what she said because she normally just speak on politics. But she did something. She spoke on it, and I would love to know what she said, but I can't because when I click on it, it takes me back to another person's page. Anyway, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. But just know that, yeah, they're not letting up over there on Mama Gifted Hands. Okay, Mama Gifted Hands, they are on your ass. They are on your ass. Okay. She said all over 50 stupid dollars. Yes, she said they are tearing her up on IG as well. Are they? Hey, she said we are so powerful if we stick together. Girl, they will shut your damn business down in a minute, won't they? She said, what does boho braids look like? Uh Let me do a picture because I don't know. Hold on. Boho braids. Okay, hold on. Boho braids. I guess this. That's what it came up. So, oh no, I'm sorry. Um, I guess this or this maybe. I don't know. They look like I don't know what you call that. They look like they look like curly hair to me. Is this braids? I guess it is. It looked like just curly hair. I guess that might be the end thing. It must be in style. Like this. I guess oh, I didn't mean to do that. I guess that's the end thing, y'all. Cause that style almost took her damn life. All right. She said, I hope all her paperwork is in order. I know. She said them cash payments gonna get her in trouble. Get with the loose curly piece hanging out. She said, yes, with the loose curly piece hanging out. It's braids with curly hair feeding onto the braids. She said, I sent you a picture of my boho. Okay, hold on. Oh, this what boho look like? All right, Camille just sent me a video of hers. Let's look at it. I guess if you're gonna go get this done, baby, you better make sure you don't go somewhere where they ready to pull your damn hair out. So this is boho. So it looks like a light, it don't look actually heavy. So I guess that's the thing. That's the end thing. Okay. And how long that take? That takes 16 damn hours. God damn. That's a bit much. But they cute. They cute. They cute. She said, yes, I see them. Cute braids. Oh, okay. So anyway, you guys, I hope we took something from this today. Spend your money wisely and just know that keep your receipts. If you agree on a price, that's what it is. Stop letting people take advantage of you. Stop being a pushover and stop just, okaying the price without questions and this, that, and the other. You can ask questions, ask like what comes with a price and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just allow people to mistreat you and still expect your money. Okay. Customer service also goes along with your product. Customer service, it goes along with your product. Not just because you get a good product, you should receive shitty customer service. She said no more. She said Camille Amore said 16 hours. Oh, how long did it take? She said they not heavy. It's just braids with your hair. Feed it in the braids. Oh, okay. Well, y'all know, honey, I get my hair be hot. So, honey, I will never have these braids in my hair, but I'm not, they cute though. I'm not gonna deny that they cute. She said mine took 4 hours. Okay, that's not bad. 4 hours? That's not bad. That's not bad to be getting hair braided. But I don't know where you go, but I'm sure you receive good customer service, right? So stop allowing these people that's gonna treat you shitty, dismiss you, be aggressive toward you, right? Try to bamboozle you and still try to take your money. All right. Well, anyway, y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl. I always try to come with something that could be a learning lesson. She said the hair has chemicals that will break you out. She said, wow, I have to make my braids take. I have to make my braided take a break. Oh, you had to make your braider take a break. LOL. I be having to tell her I gotta stretch my legs and take a 15-minute break. Oh, you make your braider take a break? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. I just wouldn't be able to do it. I ain't even gonna lie. That's just too long. 4 hours is not bad, but yeah, 16, hell no. She said, yes, customer service is everything. I might let my granddaughter do mine. Haven't had braids in over 20 years. Oh, I'm sure she'll do cute. They'll be cute. Yeah, honey, you pay your grandchild to do that, child. Pay your grandkids, okay? She said it depends on the length. Oh, as far as how long it takes, it depends on the length. Oh, okay. All right, y'all. Well, I thank y'all for coming up in this live. If y'all had any bad horror stories in the braid shop, y'all can sure to let us know in the comments after this video ends, or unless you want to highlight one now. But other than that, I think that we have said all we're gonna say about Mama Gifting Hands. I do believe they're gonna keep pressuring her until they shut her down. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to bring light to African braiding shops as a whole, and just tell you to be careful where you spend your money. Don't spend your money on people that leave voicemails and say shit like, I don't need your money. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing about Black Americans. If you say you don't need our money, we're gonna make you stand on that. Okay? We're gonna make you stand on not needing our money. We're not gonna allow you to say it, and then all of a sudden you be like, no, 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 no. I was just playing. I was mad. I was mad. I just was really in my feelings and I was mad. No, no, no. We're gonna make you stand on that. So when you tell us you don't need our money, we do know how to move around. There's one thing I love, love, love about our people. We will move around. We'll find somebody else. Now, it might be one or two people that ain't gonna move around, but for the most part, Black people will come together and they will move around. Okay? So the fact, and I'm gonna let y'all listen to this voice recording one more time. The fact that she got in her feelings and said she do not need the Black dollar, I don't see how anybody will patronize her business. Okay, let's listen to her own words one more time.
Thank you. I do not care. I do not care for your miracles. I do not care for your hair. You are stressful, you are prejudiced, and you're ridiculous. To hell with you all. I will never care about your money. Your money is not needed.
She said, to hell with you all. To hell with you all. I do not care about your money. Your money is not needed. So when you tell someone that their money is not needed, then guess what? They should not give you their money. Sometimes you got to be careful instead of putting your foot deep down in your esophagus, okay? So the fact that she said to hell with the American money, then I feel like not one American should give her another dime. That's just my own thoughts and my own opinions, okay? Now they said that her doors has been closed and locked since since she actually did this assault and made this voicemail. She said, what's that number again? Oh, y'all, I already tried to call it. Her phone is, it's not off, but she took the voicemail off. So you don't hear it no more. But the number is, hell, it's viral now. It's, hell, hold on. Let me just play the video again. And I'm not telling nobody to call her, but I did try to call it, and it is not picking up anymore. I'm sure once it hit the internet, she probably turned that off too. Okay?
To hell with you all. I will never care about your money. Your money is not needed.
I would never care about your money. Now, again, I'm pretty sure she was mad as fish grease because of the incident. She was hotter than fish grease. But even when we're mad, even when we are upset, we have to watch the things that come out of our mouths, because it may just come back to haunt your ass. Okay? All right. So if she doesn't care about the money, then she should no longer be doing African Americans' hair. That's my opinions. So I stand behind, I'm not going to go on no marches or anything, but I stand behind the women that's saying, shut her shit down. Okay. Shut her shit down. Let her go somewhere else and figure out what she's going to do. She says, so irritating. I wish everyone would return to their respective countries if you don't like it here. You know, yeah, for those that don't like it here. Yeah. If they don't like it here and don't want to adhere to the rules, then yeah, go somewhere where you like it. Go somewhere where you like it, you know? Go somewhere where you like it. She said, great topic tonight. Have a great evening, everyone. Same to you. Thank you so very much. Let me give a shout out to those that did bless this live stream. Kim C. She said, hey, Amor. Hey, girl. Sonia C. Thank you, baby. The real MF. Candy Girl. Good vibes only tonight. Thank you, Candy. Lashina Daniels. Happy Thursday. Hey, girl. Candy again. Money circulate in the Asian communities 13 days. Money in Caucasian communities 7 days. African American money in our community only circulates 6 hours before it leaves. This is sad but true. God damn. Y'all hear that? That's statistics right there. It circulates in the Asian community for 13 days, in the Caucasian community for 7 days, African American 6 hours. Damn. Before it leaves our community. Damn. That's a hard pill to swallow, Candy. We can't keep money in our community because we're too busy trying to give it to somebody else's community. That's a hard pill to swallow. Thank you for that. Big Sis Glenn, thank you so very much. And then Cake Tales and Convos. Thank you so very much for the love. Do appreciate you guys. That is a hard pill to swallow. We spend money in everybody else's community but our own. But you best believe, like I said, the Africans, they don't spend money. Some of them do not spend money in our communities. They spend it in their own community. But we don't say anything. Why? Because we look at it like we're black, they're black, we're the same. And we are the same as far as we are both humans, right? We should be treated equally, but at the same time, it may not work out like that. I don't think that all of them feel the same way about us. And I actually don't think that we feel the same way about all Africans. But I do have a problem with people coming over here and taking advantage of Americans because they think we're stupid. They think that we are ignorant. They think that we're lazy. They think that we will fall for anything. I do not like that at all. All right. So anyway, y'all hit that thumbs up button on the way out. I love y'all. And yeah, until the next story. Okay. And thank you for, I can't remember who sent me this story, but thank you. And y'all keep sending them, honey. Keep sending them. Keep sending me these good stories so I can break them down for you on Talk About It with Amore. Y'all know we're going to talk about it. See y'all tomorrow for Laugh Out Loud Friday. Y'all go do great. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay!
She kept talking about that family.
Hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers got me want to listen. Because they can't make $1 without